All right, in this video, I'm going to build a lead list of thousands of VC firms that are investing in software companies. And I'm also going to link the list below that you can purchase on my Gumroad. I'm not sure what the price is going to be just yet, but you can purchase the full list at the end of this video. So feel free to watch it through to the end, see how the list is built. But if you want to, kind of cut through that whole thing, and you just want the list and you're a software company and you need to find investors and you want to find their email addresses and you'll find the right person to contact, I will have the list below that you can purchase as well. So by the end of this video, you'll see how to build the initial list in Crunchbase, and then how to pull that information from Crunchbase to Clay. And then from Clay, we're going to enrich and we're going to find the contacts, and then we're going to find the email addresses, so that by the end of the whole video, you'll have a list of at least 1,000 to 2,000, if not more, VCs that you can contact if you are a software company with their verified email addresses, so that you can actually basically purchase the list and kickstart using it, so that you can start contacting these people and getting your startup in front of them to pitch for an investment. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump in. So the first thing we're going to do is, in the overview section, we're going to come over and we're going to select venture capital. And then once we've selected venture capital, we're going to come over to investments. I'm going to move my face out the way. We're going to go investments located in. So I'm going to keep this broad and I'm going to keep this worldwide so that anyone can use this. But in terms of the industry, we're going to just have SaaS, right? So we're going to keep it super broad in that sense. So this can be basically any VC firms that invest in software, right? So once we've got that, then we're going to go over to the stage or the investments, the types of funding that they do. And we're going to keep this sort of early stage, because I can't imagine that someone late stage is going to be watching my videos just yet. So we're going to go pre-seed, seed, and Series A. So these are all VC firms worldwide that invest in pre-seed, seed, and Series A, right? So you can see here we've got a total of 6,000. Now, I'm not going to export the whole list of 6,000. I'm going to export just an initial 1,000, just because Crunchbase doesn't allow you to do it, and I have to take through a lot of steps and jump through hoops to get that. I will be building a larger lead list, though, over the next couple of weeks, where you can purchase that below. So there'll be probably at least like 10 to 20,000 contacts with verified emails that you can purchase, and then you can use that list as you want. But for now, I'm going to do an initial 1,000 companies, and then from those 1,000 companies, we're probably going to find about 2 to 3 people from those 1,000 companies, find their emails, enrich that, verify the emails, and everything like that. I'm going to do that on the video. And then again, you can purchase that below if you want to buy that initial list of 2 to 3,000 emails, basically, for VC firms that you want to contact. So anyways, enough of that. Let's now we've got this list, we are going to basically, I'm just going to run you through like the different columns and different data points that you have here. So we've obviously got the investment type, we've got the company name, number of investments, number of exits, location, so this is where they're based, the description, the regions that they cover, the website, their LinkedIn, their phone number, if they have a phone number, the industry groups. So this could be like, what kinds of industries do they service? So again, these kind of like lap in, but there might be some different ones in between. What the funding status? So what, where, and who do they fund, basically? Funding dates, funding amount, last funding type, and then funding amount total. Right. So these are all the different data points that you have, and then we're going to build that and then find the contacts within each one of these companies. So we're going to select all of these, and we're going to go select 1,000 results so that we can select this initial page. Just let it do that. We're not able to select all 6,000 because Crunchbase doesn't allow you to do that, but the next best thing is to select 1,000. You can then come over and exclude list, but I'm not going to do that because that'll take forever to do. So we're just going to go over to save lists, and we're going to click on create new list, save entries, and we're going to go VC firms list A. I'm going to create that. Okay, cool. So now that we've got this initial list, let's move my face out the way. We've got this initial list. This is of 1,000. So this is 1,000 VC firms. We are now going to export this. Now, if you have the Pro, like Pro, then you can export directly, but I don't for Crunchbase. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to use Instant Data Scraper to do this. So you just go Chrome extension, locate next button, which is here. You just go click it a couple of times, just make sure it does that, then start crawling. And actually wait, stop crawling, because I could just notice that these are not the columns that I want. So we're going to have to go back and add the columns here. So before I do that, I'm just going to refresh, close this. Okay, so add the columns. I'm going to go description, organization info. So what information do we want here? This is what's going to export. So founder date, when they were founded, We want the website, we want the Twitter, we want the Facebook, we want the LinkedIn, contact email, phone number, hub tags. No, we don't want any of those things. Revenue range. No, we don't want any of that. We can go regions, and then we can go investor details, investor type, investment stage, investments. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we can go back here, industries, so industry groups, industries, team. We don't need team. We can go number of employees. Actually, that would be good to know. Number of funding rounds, the funding status, last funding date, last funding amount, funding type, and then total funding amount. And then we can also select more here, but we don't need to right now. So yeah, so we don't need any of these. So we're going to apply changes, and then it's going to load all of the columns here. So you can see these are all the different data points that we have. So obviously I showed you before, but when you actually save the list, I just realized when you save the list, it doesn't come up. You have to re-add everything. So we're going to do that again. So we're going to select all of these, and then we're going to go back over to Instant Data Scraper. And now you can see we've got the full columns list here. We're going to locate next button, and then we're going to click on the next button a couple times, and we're going to go start crawling. And then that's going to do its thing, and it's going to start crawling through. And we want to leave it to do like one full round. So I'm just going to pause if I can. I'm not sure what happened there, but it paused me. But either way, so we've gone through the list. We're scraping this, so we're going to stop the crawling. And then you can see over here we've got, so I believe this would be the, this we don't need. This we don't need. Okay, this is wrong, so this is location. This is founded date. This is the website. This is the Twitter. This is the Facebook, although you're not able to actually view them. This is the Facebook, sorry. So I'm just going to delete this one. I'm going to delete this, and then this is the LinkedIn. LinkedIn. This is the email. This is the generic email I'm going to put. This is the phone number. This is the investment types. Investment types too. This we can delete. Investments. Let's see. Investment services. Services. Get rid of this. And then this is the industries. We can get rid of this. And then this can be company size. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Investment stage. And last funding. This we don't need, and then this is total funding, I believe. Yeah, this is total funding. And then this we can put regions. We can delete this. Industries, group. Okay, and then we can delete this, and we can delete this, and we can delete this, we can delete this, delete this, delete this, and delete this. So now we have our list. So what we're going to do is we're going to download as a CSV. Once you've downloaded it as a CSV, you can come back over to here, and we're going to go into Play, and we're going to import companies from the CSV. We're going to import like this. Crunchbase is the CSV list. So we're going to let that import. Give it a second. All right, great. So once that is doing its job and importing, then what we're going to do after this is we're going to find people from these companies. So we should have a list of about 1,000 companies with all those different data points. And then now we're going to find the people from these companies. And once we found the people from these companies, then we're going to find the contact emails and things like that, right? Now, in terms of finding the people, what we're going to do is we're going to actually use ChatGPT to basically tell us what are some of the job titles or job roles that these people might have. And then you can infer who the kinds of people are that you want to actually contact. And then we're going to pull that information and then find the contacts from there. So this is just taking a moment, so I'm just going to pause it whilst it imports. Okay. So we can see here we've got this whole table, all of this bits of information, which is great. Now we've got 962 rows. I'm not sure why it hasn't exported 1,000, but we've got 962 different companies. We're going to go on to find people, and this is where we'd start to input the job title and everything. But before we do that, we're going to go over to GPT and we're going to ask it what kinds of roles should we be selling to or should we be finding from this list, and then we're going to build that out together. So just try this. All right, so we're finally in. I don't know why it took so long, but anyway, so what we're going to do is imagine you are a tech startup looking for VC investment. You have a SaaS company and you have built a list of 1,000 companies, VC companies, to reach out to. Who are the best job titles that we can reach out to secure a meeting and ultimately secure investment? Okay, so then we're going to put these. So we're going to put these into here. We're into job titles, managing partner, general partner, and partner. Now, the alternative way of doing this is we can actually just select our seniority, but I'm going to try it like this first and see what the results are like, and then we can try it the second way. So we've got investment partner, principal, director of investment, venture partner, SaaS investment, head of growth, business development. Business development, CTO, investment analyst. This might be a little bit lower down, but we can still reach out to them. All right, cool. Now, location is going to be worldwide because the list is going to be pretty open. So I'm hoping with this, we're able to pull a list of about 2,500 plus prospects. Yeah, so we've got 10,000 plus people here that we can reach out to. So I'm actually just going to remove investment analyst. I think we don't need that, but the rest of them are pretty good. So we're going to keep that. And out of this list of 1,000 companies, we're able to find like literally 10,000 plus people that work at these companies. So we're now going to import the 2,500 people into this table. So we can only do 2,500 just because LinkedIn itself has a limit on how many people you can scrape at one time. You can upgrade it if you go to play and email them, but for this, we're just going to do 2,500. And then this is just going to pull in all of the information. So we should have about 2,500 people in this list. Again, location is worldwide. So if you do purchase the list afterwards, you can filter it by location. And if you're in the US base or whatever it is, you can do that as well. So what company table data? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to map some of these old columns to the new table. So we're going to go to Twitter. We're going to add that. We're going to add their website. And we're going to add their Facebook. LinkedIn as well, which I think it should be there, but if not, we'll see. We're also going to add their location. Now the location is already there. Industries. We're going to add the industries that they cover. Or not that they cover, sorry, that the industries that they're in. We're going to add the company size. We're also going to add the company name. So we're just mapping all of these fields. Company name. We're going to map the when they were founded. We're going to add their phone number. We're going to add their email. Add their email as well. And then we're going to add their total funding. the investment group as well. So that's already in there. Sorry, investment group, industries group, my bad. So who they actually service. Investment stage. So this could be like whether they do Series A, pre-seed, etc. The investment types. And then we've also got another data point on the investment stage. Actually, I need to change the name of that. I will change it in a second. Investment stage 2, great column. And then we're going to go the last funding round, like when the date was. And then we're also going to go the funding amount, so how much the total funding amount. Funding total. Excuse me. As you can see, this is live. I'm not even going to cut that out. It's what it is. Right, cool. So now you can see that we've gone through like all of these, and we've got a massive list with 26 different columns. The only other things that we want to add maybe is like their personal URL. So we can add their LinkedIn personal URL. The job title would be good. Do we have their names? Company size, job title, full name. We want to split the first name. First name. Normally, if you're reaching out, like you're using some kind of sending tool, the first name should be split. Then we want to separate the last name as well. So if you're putting it into your CRM, you've got their full name. And then, yep, that's pretty much it. Okay, cool. So now we have a full list, and we're just going to organize this. So the first name is not drawn somewhere random. So we're just going to put this up. So full name, last name, where's first name going? First name is here. Okay, great, perfect. So now that you've got this list, what we're going to do is we are going to start to find the email addresses of these people. Because we've got all of the information, we've got their LinkedIn profiles, we've got their location, we've got the type of company that they're at, we've got all sorts of different bits of information on this person, but we don't have their email addresses. We obviously need a place and a way to contact them. Just for organization, I'm also just going to move the company name up as well, so that we've got that here. Perfect. So yeah, so we're going to need to enrich the data, right? So what we do is we click over here and we go on to email. We go work email, and we're going to put the full name in. So we have full name, and we have the company domain. And we have the company domain there, and then we can validate directly from here by using dbounce, right? So we're only going to get safe to send emails. So we're not going to have it as like a catch-all or anything, but this way, that means that we're trying to find their email address through Prospeo, and if Prospeo can't find it, then we try drop contact, then to Tagma, then Clay, and Hunter, and so on and so forth. So that's how we're going to do it. There is another alternative way of doing this, which is putting the contacts into Apollo and then having Apollo find their emails. That's one way of doing it, but this is just another way of doing it. So I'm showing you two different ways, and then we're just going to click save and run first 10 rows just to make sure that it's all good. Once we've got the first 10, then we're going to run it again and go from there. So you can see here what's actually happening is it's trying Prospeo, and if it found the email on Prospeo, then it will try to validate it. Oh, interesting. They've added the web scraper as well. They'll try to validate it, so you can see the validated email. So this is after it's gone through a validation, which is dbounce. So this email here that's in the validated work email column is safe to send. You will get a super low bounce rate. Like on average, we typically get like 1% bounce rate or something. So as long as you're keeping it between below 2 to 3%, then you're good to go in terms of like email deliverability. There is no way to get like 100%. Always these tools have a tiny bit of variation, but a 1% bounce rate is what we really look for. So these emails are basically good to go, good to send to. So you can see here what happened is it tried Prospeo, didn't find Prospeo, and then it tried the Tagma, drop contact, and it found an email and drop contact. And then you can see exactly the same is happening here. Found the email here, but then it will queue it and try to verify it. If it doesn't get verified, it won't come up into this column. So that's pretty much what the process is. I'm now gonna, you can see what this looks like, and this is what's called a waterfall enrichment. So it basically allows you to find the most maximum coverage, so that you're using multiple different providers. Because if we just use Prospio, like we would lose out on like all these different emails here, right? And obviously over 2,500 people, it's quite a lot. We're gonna lose out on a lot of emails. So this is one of the best ways of getting as maximum coverage as possible. And obviously it takes a lot of time and it can cost quite a bit of money to do. But that's why I wanted to create this video to show you the process. You can recreate this if you really wanted to, but at the same time, yeah, so you can recreate this if you want to. Obviously it takes a bunch of time. What I would have to do next is quite literally just hit run column, and I would run the choose all rows that haven't run or have errors, and then this would run the rest of the column. Now this is obviously going to take a little bit of time because you gotta wait for the whole thing. So I'm going to finish the video pretty soon, and what you'll see next is in the link in the description, you'll be able to buy and purchase the finished lead list, which should be, after all the validated emails, anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 emails that are verified of contacts from VC firms around the world. And then you can organize and basically organize it and filter it based on the investment stage they're at, or what you're looking for if you're a software company and you're looking for investment, or whatever type of company you are looking for investment. So that's pretty much how it works. I'm not sure why this hasn't started yet. I think this is running. Yeah, cool. Let me just rerun. So yeah, so this would just run for all of these basically, and that's how it would work. So yeah, hopefully you found this video useful. This is quite literally taking you step by step of how to build a list of targeted VC firms, find the right decision makers, and then find their email addresses. So you can see at the end here, we've got, obviously just 3 from the initial 10, but once we run 2,500, we should have, I would say, anywhere from 50 to 75% of the emails. So like I said, anywhere from 1,500 to maybe 2,000, maybe a little bit less. But if you want to purchase the final list, then you can do so in the link in the description. I'm not sure what the price is going to be just yet, but if you want to purchase the full list and have the validated emails that you can reach out to, just download it, purchase it, download it, and then you can use it for yourself and do whatever you want with it. I will also, over the next few weeks, create a mega list, so of 10,000 to 15,000 plus contacts from VC firms, as well as also software companies and everything. So keep a lookout for that in my next YouTube videos. But for now, you can purchase this in the link below. And yeah, hopefully you found this video useful. Feel free to do it yourself, obviously saving time and money by just going in the description. But if you want to do it yourself, you can by all means do that. So yeah, thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.